Get ready.
Alrighty everyone, my name is MarioGuy789, and I'm here doing Metal Slug. It's a bit of a change of pace from the other games we've seen today, a lot of Toho and a lot of other things. But hopefully this will bring a smile to you. I'm going to try my absolute best with the practice I've been able to have to get past this entire game, hopefully without dying, but likely not. We're going for 1 credit clear on level 8 difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty. And I'm going to try and do it in 3 lives. Let's just suffice to say that level 6 is not fun, particularly the bridge segment. And then, anyway, we'll get to that when we get to it.
Metal Slug.
We're going to insert a coin here, and we're going to begin. Oh, but first I should do this.
Mission 1. Start.
Get back here, you. Okay. So here, first level, pretty much a straight shot, although that's not saying much because all the levels go in one direction in pretty much every game in the series. Anyway, straight shot, not much to worry about in terms of enemy. You get your standard rebel soldiers here, and this helicopter that takes a lot more damage the higher level you put it up in the game. Oh, by the way, I'm going to try to get as many prisoners of war as I can. Particularities when it comes to that are they're inconsistent sometimes, but not other times. I also like to pick everything up out of habit. So basically, frequency of attack and durability of enemies are what characterize different difficulty levels. You still die in 1 hit, unless you're in the Metal Slug, in which case you can take 3 hits of damage before you're ejected out of it forcefully. You can forcefully eject yourself out by holding down and pressing the A button, or whatever button 1 is. And you can do that to obtain grenades. And grenades are very, very useful because most of the bosses in this game can be defeated by just throwing grenades at them. Provided you know where to stand. These guys are being lazy here, so we're just going to chuck some grenades at them. As you can see, you can actually throw grenades pretty fast depending on how you tap the button and what distance away you're standing from any given boss, or any enemy, really. Typically, you can only throw, I think, 2 grenades at a time before it stops you. Here we can see the prisoner captured screen. Every time you get 10 prisoners in any level, you will be given great and awarded 100,000 points. If you have... Oh, prisoners are worth 1,000 points for each. The Metal Slug is worth itself 10,000. That's just bonus, but you have to be inside of it for it to count towards your score. If you're out of it, then it doesn't count, even if you brought it all the way with you. Points, also inconsistent because they're not always in the same place. Sorry, what I meant to say was, points are not for items. What am I saying? Points for items are inconsistent, that's what I'm trying to say. For instance, if I stand there and I shot at that switch for the control of the railroad arm, I'll get 5,000 points, but sometimes you'll receive items like teddy bears, and different items will be in that place in other playthroughs, such as the doll, which is worth 50,000 points. You can also do goofy animations, and that's not what I meant to do. Oh well. Typically the rocket launcher gets dropped here, and I use that to take down these ships. But that was easy enough. Let's avoid making another mistake here. This is, I forgot to mention, level 2 is also pretty much a straight shot towards your goal. And here's another point where really weird inconsistencies show up with prisoners. I am a bit superstitious when it comes to this spot, because for whatever reason it seems that whenever you shoot this bush down here, 3 POWs are supposed to spawn, like they just did, but sometimes they won't. And I can't for the life of me figure out why that is. So here we have our first mid-boss, one of a couple. The second one is going to be Alan O'Neill here in stage 3. Who wields a heavy machine gun and who goes, "Come on, boy!" and he tries to taunt you like you're a schooler. Yeah, okay, you can just run away there. I've had many incidents where I've messed up at Alan, so we'll see how that goes. Getting plenty of grenades because Donald Morton's... I forget what the actual contraption name of this is. Each and every single one of these bosses has a name, but I can't remember what it is. But what we're going to do is we're going to throw as many grenades over here as we can. And grenades actually do damage to enemies even if they're not hitting them sometimes. So for instance, I can throw grenades on the floor or the ground of this train here. And as you can see, it was hitting them. Not entirely sure why that is, it just is. Maybe it's explosion damage. But here's Donald Morton himself. And we're just going to juke around him so he can't hit us. Or he will hit us. It's not a big loss if we lose the Metal Slug, it's only 10,000 points. And there we go. Also, each level in this game has a specific amount of prisoners in it. This one only has 12. The first one only has 10. 3, I can't exactly figure out how many there's supposed to be because you also get a certain amount during bosses that if you want to wait out the timer and get all of them, you can get even more score. But yeah, I'm only going to get 8 of them because those are the ones I know how to get. First one's pretty easy. It gives you the heavy machine gun, which you will want to carry all the way through to the fight with O'Neill, and then discard for the rocket launcher. Helicopters are also a very big bane in this game. There is one in the final stage, which we will come up to soon enough, where I've had plenty of other instances of running directly into the bombs it drops and trying to avoid getting onto the turret. So we'll see if that happens. Also, forced platforming in Metal Slug. I don't particularly like it because I've ran off the edge of that tree by accident several times. Anyway, here's Alan O'Neill, and if he's going to be very nice, he's not going to come down here, but he's going to come down here anyway. So we're just going to try to avoid him because his knife hit is one hit kill. And, of course, throwing grenades. Thank goodness. Yep, I'll see you in hell as well. The amount of times you have messed up my runs, so. Alright, shotgun pickup here, very important. And also very important not to get hit by these grenades. Does anybody else find it interesting that the only attack soldiers have is throwing grenades? Except for in the second game when they actually learn how to use rifles. And even then, only sporadically. I was looking forward to that. Now we've got 30 grenades here. We're going to need pretty much all of them, and luckily there's going to be at least 2 more pickups. As provided by these 2 POWs coming up here in a second. My real goal for this is to use as few grenades as possible. They do more damage, and the more you use, the less damage you're going to be able to do to bosses, and doing damage to bosses with even the Metal Slug takes a lot longer and puts you at a lot longer, more risk for dying. Luckily, for certain encounters, hit there, especially level 4, you can do what I just did and back up into enemies and keep shooting, and they won't be able to hit you. In fact, you will stop enemies in their tracks if you use the Metal Slug and keep shooting. They can't go around you, which is kind of funny because the stage 4 boss is 2 giant tanks. So yes, I think they toned up the difficulty in subsequent games because each boss in this game is very easily defeated by grenades. This rail gun here can be a real pain if you don't have enough grenades to destroy it and aren't quick enough. Here is a secret. We're just going to sit here and kill 20 soldiers. Make sure they don't throw any of their rocket paper airplanes. A lot of these secrets are very obtuse. And I think many of us have wondered in certain games how people ever figure out how to get completion. I mean, would you ever guess you're supposed to stand there and shoot 20 rebel soldiers until a plane comes out of nowhere and 3 prisoners drop? I don't think so. Another very... Oh. Well, I can hit him from here, I think. No, I can't. Oh, well. I think. Nope. We're just going to keep moving, because standing still is the last thing you want to do. There's supposed to be 3 other prisoners if you stand at the very edge and shoot up at that corner, but I missed them. Hey, I'm not done with you. Come back here. I need your... Thank you. Okay. Well, that was gas, but... We're just kind of rush through here. Getting kills is not the objective. We are just trying to survive. So we're going to just get rid of everything in our way if we can. And if we get hit, it's not a problem because there's another metal slug up ahead.
Rocket launcher.
You can also sort of hit things out of frame. Here's another obtuse secret. Just gotta kind of sit here. And wait. And keep shooting. And eventually, if you haven't gone far enough off the screen, 2 prisoners are here. And they give you a medal apiece worth 10 points. And luckily, we're not going to be needing very many armaments. We're just going to be needing our guns. And here is the cheese. Yep, it's as easy as that. And there's 3 prisoners. Just hiding in the wall for some reason. And we're just going to keep shooting. And as long as you stay directly underneath, they can't possibly hit you. There's also supposed to be 3 prisoners over in this crevice somewhere, but I can't really figure out where. Usually I get 20 of these prisoners in this level. That's because, again, I missed the ones in the really weird corner you're supposed to shoot at.
Mission complete.
Level 5 is where I start having trouble.
Mission 5.
Sometimes. We'll see how this goes. No, 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 no. Hey, you come here. Come here. Yeah, thank you. Give me that. Give me that. Prisoner of war. I don't want your grenade. Go away. Once again, grenades. Use them, please. I implore you. And we do not want anything but the rocket launcher. If you pick up the flame shot, I pity you. Because for some reason, this secret spot takes an ungodly amount of damage to reveal the prisoners. And also, you don't want to be dealing with these tanks with the flame shot. They take 10 hits apiece. And if he gets away, then I'm not... Oh, okay, we got him. I don't want the cannon, I want the grenades, so let me get out of here. You know what, you can run away. I don't mind that at all. Thank you. So long as you're not chucking grenades at me, I appreciate it. As far as I'm aware, there's no secret prisoners up to this point. We're just going to jump over these. If we get hit once, it's not a problem because there's gas up ahead. I'm not going to bother getting the grenades there. It's too much of a risk. Here's the gas. And do not stop for anything. Grenades are your friend. Use them, especially in that instance, except for when you start to run out and you're wondering how to tackle the boss. As it's best practice in general to not get hit. That's a given. But sometimes you just can't avoid it. And also, it's very, very important that you don't use the Metal Slug attack, because that just wastes the Metal Slug, and then you're out of luck. And I'm getting really nervous here. Perfect. Now, let me get in here. Fantastic. We're in dire straits right now. Okay, now we're in less dire straits. And this is not boding well. We may have an issue. I now have to do all of level 6 on 1 life. What a stupid mistake. You know what? I don't even care if I lose the Metal Slug ever.
Mission complete.
Well, this is it. Hopefully all my practice paid off. Again, obtuse, random prisoners hidden in parts of the screen you're never going to shoot at once you get to this point. And 2 more for good measure. Let's make sure of that. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm just going to run. It's a bad idea to waste any grenades on this level. Just for the amount of ridiculous enemy spam. As you can... I'm not looking forward to this bridge. Don't shoot. Out of the way. Yes, you'll want all the grenades you can get for this section. And then... So, actually I figured out... And it runs over. You know what? We're gonna finish it anyway. We've come this far, you might as well. This bridge is the worst. Worst part of the whole game. Worst. No question. That bridge. I cannot tell you how many times I've lost runs there. And it, yep. Second largest run killer for me is this damn helicopter. sign either. Typically, you do not want to damage the Metal Slug whatsoever before you get to Donald. You do not get any more gas. And Morden takes an absurd amount of damage to destroy. This helicopter also. Now, ordinarily, if you would have not died like I did, you would have had about 50 or 60 grenades at your disposal for this fight. I'm not too concerned about the well, I mean the run's already lost. Yep. But okay, I can't actually believe I survived that. Yeah. Alright, well, we made it to the end. I did not achieve my goal. But, yeah, it was fun. I tried. This is the last part of the game. So, basically anything after this is just credits. So, I really hope you all enjoyed watching me try to endure the hell that is level 6. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Check out my YouTube channel. I'm MarioGuy789 on YouTube as well. So if you have any interest in that, I do a lot of gameplay of different games, this one included. You can actually check out a full 1cc run I did on my YouTube channel. And that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching again, and you guys have a good night. Thank you.